Hello everyone, and welcome to this very stripped back and very laid back episode of the Doctor Who review. Reason why I'm doing it in my car is because I've had no time to sit down and review the episode, and my sister adopted a little corgi puppy called Teddy. Let's get this episode started. Worked and what I liked about it. So first of all, I think this is very much, again, Disney money, but the graphics in that were beautiful, really beautiful, absolutely stunning. The backdrop and the view that you see for Ruby is stunning, absolutely stunning. And I thought they did that so well, so well with the ambulance. I thought that was a very, very, very clever thing to do. You know, when we think of ambulance, we think of help. We think that it's sort of a comfort because we're going to somewhere where it's safe and people know how to look after you. You're being cared for by doctors and nurses, etc. And then to have that turned upside down, amazing, really, really well done. I loved the premise of it. I loved that the Doctor only had time and to not get his adrenaline going, and that is a very clever concept, similar to Blink, where he said, but I have to survive and I have to not blink. How do you not blink? Blinking is such a natural thing. And then to fight against your body's flight or fight motion was really well done. And I loved how you saw the green lights dip up and down, reacting to the bodies or to the Doctor's body. I think that's where Steven Moffat shines. I don't know if maybe doing too many episodes tired him out a little bit of trying to be clever, and I think that was the main problem with Steven Moffat's tenure towards the end, was that he was constantly trying to outdo himself, constantly trying to be bigger and bolder, which is great, and Steven Moffat's episodes are some of the best from New Who. But if you're trying to relive the next, or trying to recreate the next Blink, the next Doctor dances, etc., it's going to wear you out as a writer. So I feel that for a very long time his episode sort of dipped, and this is one of the strongest ones that I've seen from him for a very long time. Having said that, I will go back to that in a sec. The Doctor and Ruby, great chemistry. I loved how they worked with each other. I like the fact that they are just friends. There's nothing, you know, that there's nothing bubbling underneath. It reminds me a lot of the Doctor and Donna. My favourite moment between the Doctor and Ruby was the beat of, right, give me a beat, give me a beat, give me a beat. I really loved that. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. Thought the graphics were great. Thought Ncuti Gatwa's performance was brilliant. I really am enjoying his Doctor. But let's go on to the negatives of the episode. Let's talk about what didn't quite work. So whilst I said this is probably one of Steven Moffat's stronger episodes that I've seen for a very long time, I wouldn't say it is a classic Steven Moffat episode, as in it's not going to be one that I will continuously go back to. So the thing with Steven Moffat is that he's a very clever writer, and there's absolutely no denying that. Very clever writer, knows what he's doing. However, this did feel a little bit like a vanity project in some of the way that it was written. Although I did whoop with the fish fingers and custard line. That did make me go, yes, fish fingers and custard. But some of it just felt a little bit too on the nose. I don't know if he's going to get back into his rhythm. And then when we go to the Christmas special, we will then see what happens there. Another reason why I wouldn't say it's a great Steven Moffat episode is a new companion. I didn't warm to her straight away. And the reason why is because she's falling into that Steven Moffat red-blooded male female trope. So when we look at Sally Sparrow and Nancy, they are strong companions. They're clever and they don't need to rely on flirtatious actions so much. But what we have here reminded me a lot of Irene Adler from Sherlock. And this is going to go on a bit of a tangent, but please bear with me. So Irene Adler in the Sherlock Holmes books, and she gains Sherlock's respect not through her body, not because she is a woman, but because she was the first person that outsmarted him. She fooled him. Yes, I get the fact that she was scandalous because she was an actress and she was also having an affair with the King of Denmark, I believe. If it's wrong, please put that in there. But she outsmarted Holmes, and that's what he liked about her. That's what caught his attention. And the problem with Steven Moffat's interpretation of Irene Adler is that he relied too much on her sex appeal. You had the ringtone, you had her being a dominatrix and getting naked, and it just didn't capture her intelligence. I feel it's the same with this new companion, the fact that she's had to then rely on her body to get this guy's attention. And we've seen it time and time again with the companions that come and go. Lady Christine from the Planet of the Dead was a similar thing. She had that, oh, you bad boy, doctor, oh. And it's just, I want something more than that from a companion. I don't want continuously that for a woman to have power, she has to rely on her figure. We're bombarded with that message a lot, that the only reason that women can gain power, the only time that women are in power is through their figure. And I would just like to have her to just be strong within her army training and not say, oh, I'll show you my tattoo, or isn't it flirtatious? Maybe that's just me. I'd be really interested to hear what you say, because I do realise that this has come off as a very big feminist rant, and I do apologise for that. But it's getting to that thing of, oh no, not another one. I just want someone to not rely on their body or their physique or their sexiness. But let me know what you guys think, because I could just be misreading that altogether. But this just seems to be a very Steven Moffat type trope. We're trying to write for women, because I remember him saying, you know, Sherlock Holmes is a red-blooded male. And from reading the books that I have read of Sherlock Holmes, again, granted I haven't read all of them, so, you know, I could be wrong on this. But for me, I never saw him as a red-blooded male. He's just Sherlock Holmes. He doesn't need to have that male status for me to respect him, for me to think, oh, right, he's an interesting character. He's just Sherlock Holmes, and I don't think you need to make him that. But anyway, that's going on a big tangent about the new companion. We'll see what happens at Christmas, because it could be a situation like Donna, where I wasn't that enamoured with her at the beginning. And then when she came back, I thought, oh my gosh, she's amazing. So I hope that happens. Father and daughter relationship, very Steven Moffat again. Yeah, it didn't. The problem was that it was a very slow start, and I didn't know I'd kind of gripped into it until later on, where I went, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I was starting to get a bit fidgety when watching it, and then as you had the slow build up of the minds, then it caught me. So, oh, okay. Anything else I can think of? I think that's mainly it. That there were the niggles that I can think of. Yeah, I'd say it was the season is slowly growing, which is what we want. Again, we don't want to go in all guns blazing, and I do appreciate that there's going to be a few hit and misses. I would say this is in the middle. Like I said, it's a good Steven Moffat episode, and it's probably one of the stronger ones that I've seen him do for a very long time. Would I say it's a classic Steven Moffat episode? No. It's good, it's just not Blink or The Empty Child for me. There are better episodes, but it's still a good episode, and it's probably one of his strongest ones in a long time. Oh, I've forgotten a positive, and it did come up as I was speaking about my negative, but I think the Doctor's eccentricities were highlighted a lot more in this, and I did like seeing that. Again, it was nice to have the eccentric Doctor back. Hopefully for the next review, A, it won't take me 3 weeks to do, and B, it'll be back in the office, and C, it will be out on time. So I have 2 more episodes to catch up, and then we should be all right. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, and for more Disney Miss Lizzie and Doctor Who content and just Disney content, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And anyway, I will see you in the very next Doctor Who episode, where hopefully we should be back to normal. See you later, guys. Bye.